Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday. It's from the barracks. I am Joker from Players One. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virchew from Sinister Customs. And I am not late. Screw you. Weasel went live right at 7 o'clock on the dot. So, anyways, I'm live from inside of the construction zone that is my new office and my house. Oh, and here he is. The man, the myth, the legend of the shortest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparisi from Dead End Outfitters. How you doing?
What's going on?
Oh, the kid got on camera. Oh my God. Yeah,
You.
all right, guys. So we're waiting on Wiener. Well, we're not waiting on Wiener. Wiener will be with us when he gets done driving home from work. But I'm in the middle of literally the construction zone that is my house. The good news is the office is almost done.
Jeez.
That's the good news. So I can't wait. So tomorrow I should be able to paint. Once the painting's crap, I just screwed up the camera bigly. And now you see the ugly ass thing down there. There we go. That's how it worked before. I know I had it perfect, and then I didn't. At some point, my electrician's probably going to come in here and ask me a couple questions and say some things. So he's still working here. And man, did I mess up my camera? Holy crap!
You are why you can't have nice things.
I am. I know, right? I'm trying not to get the reflection of the TV with the
Call sign Diesel. How's it going, bud?
All right. So,
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Keep going, go ahead. I can hear you.
Oh God. So I'm tired. I've been going through walls and everything else. It's been and just Cora out. Anyone going to Bone Crusher? Will Lloyd. I will definitely be at Bone Crusher. I am running on the green team. Wiener will be with us around 7:30. My fan in my office is now swinging. It's now moving. Yeah. What's that? The bulbs? Oh, yeah. Right there. So I now got all sorts of light on me. Sorry, I'm just going to. Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
All right, everybody. So we just had our big event, which was, Greg's big event. I was just happened to be in there having a good time playing around. And that was at Clash of Titans at the Force Center in Immokalee, Florida. And I mean, I could tell you all right now, Greg looks younger. Yeah, because the event's over.
Clean it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. It happens.
I'm just waiting for Steve Tom to jump on so we can talk some things here.
For some off reason. Oh my goodness.
It's for some off reason. Not for any particular reason. Why we want Steve Tom here. All right, he's looking clean. All right, so I see a couple of the guys that were at the event. Thomas, I am trying to find a video of you falling down. I have not had the chance to go through all the video yet. I literally, when it comes down to the amount of video I have for just that event, let's see here. And this is just my video. I really need to grab a hold of Skittles' video, but just my video alone, I'm at 200 or 140 gigs.
Nice.
And that's not including the live stream that was on TikTok, because we live streamed the thing right from the front of the car. I can't wait to pull all that down. Yeah, it was funny because Thomas goes up and he just went. He takes 2 steps and falls down 3. He gets back up and just runs right in. So let's jump in and talk about this a little bit. Clash of Titans was a standard green versus tan event. Freddie Flux versus Dave.
Dale Patka.
Dale Patka. Sorry.
Yep. Real quick, I'm sorry, Sebastian. Stress is gone. There is no stress. Thank you very much. Looking clean. It's good when one of your best friends is a barber, by the way. And And call sign Diesel, that's fantastic news. I'm really, really happy with that. Thank you so much. North versus South, or correction. See, look, you got messing up. Clash of the Titans, Ares versus Poseidon. We're thinking about making this a series, maybe not, depending on that. It certainly will not be at the down at in Immokalee again.
Okay.
That will not happen. Ares versus Poseidon, Army versus Navy, Tan versus Green. I think it was a fantastic pairing. Really, really seeing different, a lot of different things from each side. Made it awesome, in my opinion. When you have discernible differences from each side, and then getting to see how that plays out. The different leadership styles, different knowledge, background knowledge. Freddie had intimate knowledge of the Force Center and the entire AO, whereas Dale had no knowledge of it whatsoever. He only was given some intel. That's it. He'd never seen it before. A lot of his team were new players. Some of them were actually new to airsoft, not just new to Milsim. They were new to airsoft, which was super, super cool. That's something I talk about. We all talk about a lot, is just getting people out there. And the fact that this was their first time, really, it was an honor and a blessing. Seeing that many people come out that had never done it before and really have a great time.
Who won, Army or Navy? Well, that's a bit of no. We're not even going to go there. We're not going to go there.
Why? No, I'll talk about it.
No. In that context, I'm going to be honest. The Air Force won.
Who won? The gun truck. That's who won.
It was actually, I left the paperwork at the house. It was honestly, it was a very close event. Anyway, it goes, a very close event. And to be honest, go ahead, Virchew.
I was going to say, before we get too far, Joker said it was a standard green versus tan. I have to slightly disagree.
Mm-hmm.
There were some things that weren't your typical one. Green shoot tan shoot green, and I loved it. I love the fact that instead of they didn't, and this is unbiased. I'm trying to be unbiased here. Love you, Pop. I'm being unbiased. Normally, when it's green, like green shoot tan shoot green, it's kind of a giant TDM. And what you guys did, which I freaking loved, that I didn't realize how much I was going to like it until I got to be involved, was instead of them just dropping intel packets all over the place and you guys go out and find them, the first big push we had, we found an objective, we got it, and they were like, all right, what do we do now? And then there's an admin going, here's an intel packet. We're like, wait, what? So if you captured something, it linked you to something else, and there was a breadcrumb trail throughout the entire event. And by the end of it, me and my whole platoon ended up out in the middle of nowhere searching a playground looking for a bomb.
Yep.
A fake pew device.
A fake pew device.
A fake boom
But the sheer fact that, like, we had a lot of first-timers to Airsoft and a lot of first-time players on our team, and the look in their eyes as they followed this breadcrumb trail, like, there was guys, young kids would grab me and go, hey, we have an idea what this clue means, but we want to get out there. And I was like, go tell the CO. And Friday was like, I don't know what it means. Go find out what it means. Grab some guys and go shoot some stuff.
You guys talk. I'll be right back.
But, and I may steal this. I'm letting you know now, Christian Papa. I may steal this because the reaction those young kids had when they were going, so it's not just running at each other and shooting. There is a point. There is a trail. And the fact that I am old, I've been at this sport for a very long time. I hate walking. And when I first looked at a map and I saw how far away the farm was from the prison, I'm like, I got out of the Army so I don't have to do this. And Freddie's like, I'll just call transport. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, right, we have transport.
Yep.
So I have to disagree on that point. It was not your typical event, and I've been to a lot of basic giant TDM-like events, and this was refreshing. It was new. If you missed it, you missed something amazing.
I definitely appreciate that. I want to jump in real quick. Number one, you said you might steal it from Christian. Toucan, if you know him as Toucan, you know him as Christian. Either one. My number two, Christian Harris, absolutely phenomenal. Most of what I do, I can't do without him. he wrote this game. He designed the game, and all that. What I told him I needed it to be an event where it was more than just TDM. We wanted it to be an experience. The reason why we had I stole a lot of. I take a lot of my life when I see somebody being successful. I take what they're doing as successful. When I see them fail at something, I make sure to avoid that as best I can. So having the U-Hauls out there, the one slight thing that I did different was I had a dedicated Kazi vac. They didn't used to have that, but the two U-Hauls being specifically dedicated to each side and being on the radio and being able to call them up, and they being for everything, not just troop transport, for utility drops and things like that. We talked about what we wanted and how we wanted that to play out. Very unfortunate. I really, really, really wanted to see the cover get deployed. Unfortunately, the wind.
Hey, it got deployed all over the field because it just kept going. It was like mobile cover.
Yeah, even the mobile respawns, those poor things, they turned into kites at some point. But having all of those things together, some of those were my idea, but ideas are nothing if they're not laced together. And Toucan absolutely positively laced those together in a genius way. Could not, the mobile cover calls it. It was supposed to be.
Hey, shut that window real quick.
It was camo nets. Each side was supposed to have 25, and we had it there, 25 feet, four 25-foot camo nets, and we had all the wood. Dude, those of you that rode in the Kazi vac would have seen all the wood piled up in the back of the Kazi vac. We had it there, but the wind was so bad that it wasn't going to stand up. Every time you would put it up, it was falling down or being blown over in some fashion. So putting it out there was just going to cause more harm than good to people trying to use it. We didn't want that for anybody. But having all of that, we did what we could for everybody. Dave, thank you very much. That's actually one of the claims of fame that we found out at Overwatch 6. Christian really, really, really was able to tie this together and make it more than, like you said, Virchew, really made it more than just a big, wide open, force-on-force TDM.
And like I have 8 terabytes of video footage I'm currently going through. But because of that setup, there was an epic moment created, and you actually made a couple of young kids' day. They had to leave early because their parents had to come get them. But there was a moment, it was like the 3rd time we stole Tan's mobile respawn. There were 6 of us holding off an entire squad of 25 Tan players that were trying to take back their mobile respawn as we were running with it. I hop on the radio and I'm screaming for transport. They call. We get held up in a building. We're holding them off. Transport pulls out back. And I told the kid, grab it and run. Jump in the truck and just go. He grabs it.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
He grabs it. He runs into the truck. He gets there. And instead of taking off, he sits there in the doorway screaming at everybody to get in, let's go, let's go. We're driving off, and he is laughing. He's like, that was awesome.
So, and that's the whole event right there. If that one incident was the whole event, then I'd be good with that, because that's what it's about. Especially the younger guys having that feeling, but anybody being able to have that feeling and that excitement, that laughter, that I'm going to tell this story later feeling. That's it. That's what matters.
This was one of my funny moments that I just loved. Like you're all proud about taking a mobile respawn. Screw that. I took their entire transport.
Truck, this is my truck now. Get out of the truck. I was gonna play along. I couldn't move fast enough. Get out right now. Get out. You video? Where's it? Get out of the truck. Get out of the truck. My truck now. My truck. Die.
Jeez.
Wrong neighborhood, mother.
There's more of that because I've done it. I did it to Wiener 3 times. There's an interaction in which I really hope I got on camera. Where I thought it was he has a claymore and he's about to deploy the claymore at me and he couldn't get it done. There's a moment with Sebastian just walking around doing stupid crap with with 2 guns, just out there.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
Okay.
What's up, Augie?
But like there's a lot of epic moments, and like I said, I'm going to be biased. There were some moments that made me. I literally had to take a breath and walk away from the field,
Mhm.
and then come back out and play. But the one thing I didn't see, I don't know if it happened. I didn't see was anybody really lose their cool. I saw a bunch of people stop, take a breath, and walk away, and then come back.
We're going to play a couple clips here because we're going to go through a lot of stuff. But I wanted to show this one too. I'll get you that video about Seb tomorrow. There's Tinker. This one's another funny one. So I thought I had the camera going. I'm pretty sure Brainerd has his, and it's certainly on my TikTok live video. So this is the first time I actually saw Wiener, the Tan, deploy troops inside of ISO camp, right? Which was a smart move because we were literally sit there parked. So when they pulled in, Wiener saw me and goes like this. And when the vehicle gets right about where the fire hydrant was, they can see us and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Well, I do have the Benny Hill footage, by the way.
He's waving at us.
I hope my camera picked up the oh shit.
Green transport, you can go ahead and move over here to the Concord
So
area.
that happened, and then we chased these guys all the way around the field, which was awesome. Like, here we go. Yeah. Shenanigans. You didn't say we could block in the transport.
Get out of your truck! Get out of your truck!
Oh god, he's got a claymore this time.
We were just having a blast, guys. I mean,
Well,
it really was.
there's
a ton of fun out there.
usually a nice sign that says face towards enemy.
I would laugh if that exploded up in his face right.
Work it, and he's sitting there looking at it, literally where it says "face towards enemy," so it could have exploded into his face. It would have been hilarious.
That's why you don't trust old people with mechanical devices, man.
Here we go.
I would have left if it would have exploded in your face.
I know. So I don't know how this it's to go, but it's got to be something to do with this piece and this piece here. That says towards front towards enemies.
There we
Leave it
go.
to the Wiener.
I was still gonna run out and stick it in the ground, just leave it there right in front of you.
Did you warn them that we were sitting here?
No, I didn't warn them. We drove in.
Okay.
There's too much young guys, anyways. They're like it's a whole little.
Because we pulled over there and they're like, "Oh shit!"
They got warned out. We haven't driven
Hold on.
here. There's no other green here. Which
That's
is fine.
been the highlight of my thing so far. This
Fucking
fucking
Wiener.
Wiener.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh
this
god,
We'll talk.
the normal shit.
Nothing. Oh, you're still alive?
Oh, yeah. 3 or 4 people watching.
2.
Okay.
I remember-
I think that it would stay on
Yeah.
there.
She's
God.
just having fun back there. I haven't.
Go fast is like I'm looking
No.
at my speedometer. I'm like, I'm
Nope.
simple and can win.
Airdrops. Place here. Tans had it. I did hear about that. I did.
Where is it at? Oh, here we go.
I'll move it over here.
He's got a whole folder of him tormenting Wiener.
That was my payback.
No, I don't know if you've got the footage from your angle, but I have the Benny Hill footage for that last battle at the ISO. You see Tan running all out across one way between 2 buildings, and all of a sudden you see them slide, and the entire team goes running back the other way. We're all going, what? And then you see the gun truck cruising by.
Yeah, I just got to find it because I'm pretty sure I have some of it. Hold on, I'll look while we talk here. But there's one thing I want to talk about, and I've already screw you, Seb. It's about grenades, right? So we definitely had some more shenanigans. Like we didn't really. We were looking at begging for forgiveness if like Greg complained about it, but we had a tag-in launcher on the back of the truck, the pocket rocket ones. You know, this lovely image. That's the
Yes, I see
background
his
today.
face. I know where this is going.
Hold on, this. Saw her with the two tag launchers. They had Skittles packets inside of them, and we would periodically drive by and launch Skittles at people, especially the ones that were angry with us. Right? We'd just launch them, and the first person who got one was actually Garcia.
I love that he just ignored it.
Just for you, Garcia. I like how Greg just turns away as soon as it comes back on camera. He's like, not going to talk about it. It was a funny moment because then there was a few times when people realized that we're actually launching Skittles. They were then like this, like, come on. And we're like, we're out, guys. Sorry.
It's like Russian roulette. Is it BBs or is it Skittles? Let's find out.
No, it was only Skittles. What's up, Augie?
I'm saying you see the gun truck come by. It's always 50-50. If I stay here, I might get shot, or I'll get Skittles.
There was a couple good moments with Garcia. This was another classic moment. What is it?
Charlie to command. Be advised. We have about 10 tangos going to Delta. We have about 10 tangos going to Delta.
10 enemy moves to Delta. Good copy.
Two down. One more.
They're firing. Yell, start going.
Okay.
They're down.
I was about to yell. He better raise his. Stop.
Light.
Stop.
Light.
Gotcha, Garcia!
Stop. They're behind the truck.
That's way off. Shoot him right there.
He was calling. She called it. It was hit.
All right.
So
I
you
wanna talk a little
essentially
bit about
have
that grenade.
video footage of you committing hate crimes against a Hispanic member of the community.
That was great because he literally tried to go out there. We knew that the two guys were behind a cop car. That's why Brainerd was about to go across and just shoot underneath there, and then the grenade came out. Now, one of the things that was said was I thought that the grenade landed far back. Skittles called it, so I immediately obeyed the call of the person on the back of the truck because they got better eyes on it and stopped. Turns out the admin said, by the way, that grenade was way off. You should have kept going. I was like, it's a grenade. We got hit. Whatever. We'll take the hit. That's why, like, so many people are like, you're dragging something. We're dragging a reference for everybody else that throws a grenade at us about how far back 10 feet actually is. And that rope was actually 12 feet. So it was, just as a reference for all the people that were out there. That was just a funny moment. I was laughing. I thought it was hysterical. Garcia's out in the open. I was like, I don't care. Shoot Garcia. I knew we were running into a trap. Our job was an attrition game. It's just to get the things up there. Yeah. So what do you think about the rope idea, Papa?
Good. I mean, I told you I was concerned about it, actually, anybody tripping over it when the vehicle was stopped or anything like that. But, I mean, if it worked, which is good. My concern was always ask a question and walk away from the answer. That's fine. That's like him. The rate of fire on that LMG, too much. That's what the rate of fire is. Too much per second. That's how fast it was firing. Definitely over 30 rounds per second. Shall we play it back and count? It was all right. So it was definitely over 25. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'll give you over 25.
I mean, the rope was a good idea for those that needed the frame, that needed the reference. I'm always a big fan of tie goes to the runner kind of thing. I think that if when in doubt, call it out. You know, grenade goes, if it's close, call it. If you're not sure, call it. Doesn't matter. It's not, you know, again, it's a game. You come back to life. That's it. The rope was good though.
It eliminated arguments on both sides, because I've been with the gun truck. I've been in other technicals where your own team is yelling at you because they swear up and down it wasn't near you and you stopped, and they lost because of you, and the other team is yelling at you because they swear they hit you. It eliminates the argument. Honestly, like.
That is an upside of it, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like to talk about some of the pros, cons, and things like that. The major negative I had for this weekend was grenades indoors. They started way too many arguments when it should have just been, I'm dead, go away. And just walk away. But there are arguments between hard cover, soft cover, was I in the room, how far away the grenade was. And this isn't like a criticism overall. It's a thing I see at a lot of events, and that's why, personally, I say if you're in a room, grenade goes off, you're dead. Kills the argument. But we had a guy, actually in ISO, there's a pool table that's flipped over. Swore up and down because he was laying down next to the pool table. He was safe from the grenade that landed on the pool table. And it started an argument. And I looked at both of them and I went, hey, doesn't matter. Go that way, come back and shoot him.
It's to interrupt everybody.
Like you do.
Yeah, that's my job, to interrupt anybody. I am the host. It's not a party till the Wiener comes out.
There he is.
Wiener from Hot Dog Productions. How you doing, Wiener? And we can't hear you.
As good as usual. As good as usual.
Can't hear you again.
Can't hear a word.
Damn it! Every time.
There it is.
There you go.
There he goes.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
Yay!
Wiener, so thank you very much. By the way, brother, I really do appreciate everything from this weekend. Thank you again.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I do? I just showed up.
So,
No, I had fun. You're welcome. More than welcome.
Using Virchew as a segue, I want to get this out of the way. I want to talk about some of the things, some of the things that I heard people talk about even before the event. I want to go over that. It's a big deal to me, and I want to get it out of the way. I've even had someone send a message to me in regards to it. I'm going to respond to him individually as well. I offered him the opportunity to come and hear it verbally, because it's easier to say verbally and easier to answer questions back and forth, because there's context and inflection than just to do it through a message. So the very first thing, some people said that there was a problem with the price. I really would like to start there. So people had an issue with the $175 ticket. And the very first thing I'm going to say off the bat is that a lot of people compared it to Mir, who came just 2 weeks prior, or three weeks, whatever it was, a few weeks prior. And theirs was 130, I think is what theirs was, 130, 140, something like that. And what I need to share in regards to that to help people understand some things is, number one, if you're using that as a comparison, allow me to give the comparison. We used, can't hear you. We used quite literally twice the field as Mir did. We had 3 to 4 times the amount of admins on the field at any given time than Mir did.
That is definitely true.
Right. So the cost of the field in itself goes up. Obviously, it's commensurate with the amount of field you use. So I used twice as much, only I didn't charge twice as much. I had 3 to 4 times the amount of admins. I didn't charge 3 to 4 times the amount. The gameplay itself, I had 3 U-Hauls out there providing transport across the entire AO. So people didn't have to get exhausted walking. All of these things do cost money, but add to the gameplay. So, I need to say that in regard to the price, and I understand that it wasn't the cheapest ticket out there. It certainly wasn't the most expensive. There's more expensive tickets, but if there was a complaint about that, now the follow up to that is someone has said, and you guys are welcome to talk about the price. Let me say this first: someone has said, well, there weren't enough people for the size of the AO. And well, if you're saying that people complained about the price, so they come because of the cost, $40 more, $45 more for twice as much, and they didn't show up. Well, I mean, it's a catch-22 at that point. Had the people paid for what they were getting, because they definitely got more than what they were paying for, there would have been plenty of people for the AO. That was the intent. And so there's nothing I can do about that. I had to do what I had to do just to cover the cost, which you guys all know what happened with that, as far as covering the cost goes. There was another complaint, and if you want me to stop, we can talk about that portion first.
Stop complaints for a second. Because we need to do some positivity sandwiching here real quick. I want to give a shout out to a couple of your admins. Let's give a huge shout out to Ches, right? Ches became what was it? Joker's babysitter.
Okay.
Follow me around, and there was plenty of admins all over the place, so I could turn to an admin when a player was pissed off about the gun truck, and we were trying to be nice about it. We really were trying to be nice about it. We weren't shooting into spawn. We did do 2 passes, and I realized after that pass that, you know what? Our line of demarcation now is going to be a certain location that's further away to allow players to get out. We're not going to go behind the church and shoot a bunch of guys behind the church. We're going to go much further out, giving them the TAN the ability to move up. Because if we were playing it to be hardcore, I don't know if you said it while I was getting food or whatever, mine was the only technical that was out there. TAN's technical never showed. And the way that Papa said is that's, if they don't have it, well, that's their difficulty to overcome. Cool. At the same time, I live by the motto that Wiener, that Virchew says, don't be a dick. And we were trying not to. To answer Kevin's thing, the rate of fire on the 2 guns is right at 29 RPS. And if you heard the way the shots were, both the security gunner and my top gunner never just laid down on the trigger. It was always burst shots for that reason, to give people an opportunity to call it before they got lit up. But your admins were everywhere. Your admins diffused a lot of situations. There was another event that was at recently where there was plenty of players and plenty of firefights, but there wasn't enough admins. This was kind of unique where it was different, you know? So it really was, when it comes down to like the cost and everything else, having those admins there were good. To address the price of the AO, we've talked about this, and I'm sure some other people are going to say something, and I wanted to talk about it briefly so we can move on to the other good stuff that happened with the event. A lot of players don't feel like the AO justifies the price, no matter what you put into it, you know, and that's sad in itself. You know, it's sad that players can't see beyond it, but what they're looking at is looking at with their money what they can do, cost per ticket and everything else. And yeah, they compared it to Mir. I heard a couple of people referring it, comparing it to a Doomsday event or even North versus South, and the North versus South 3. And players actually said they had a lot more fun in North versus South 3 because it was much more contained. So, me personally, I already told you,
the intent was there was supposed to be more players. That was the idea. We were giving a greater AO for more players to play on. That was the intent.
I think that is a large part of it. There's another part of it, and after talking to people at the end of the event, there were people that didn't realize that ISO was the ISO village was a thing. They didn't realize that we could go. There was shit all the way up my condos, and I asked, "How did you miss this?" And it's because there's a couple of teams that didn't listen to the command structure, didn't do anything,
Right.
and grabbed their guns, ran out to just shoot people,
If
and that missed everything.
if I was prepared for that statement you just made right there, I would actually have a clip of one of my streams, of one of the many times I've said on many streams, if you want to enjoy a Milsim event, immerse yourself. Read the rules. get on the command chat, get in a planning chat, get in a group, take control, take a leadership position if you want, do something, but immerse yourself. If you follow the rules and you immerse yourself, you absolutely will have a phenomenal time we're talking about for years. Guaranteed. If you just show up thinking it's like Virchew and I were talking about another TDM, then that's all you're going to have. Go in the woods with your buddies and save some money, because that's not what this is about.
Like, we had a bunch of people that weren't on radio. I've had people walk up to me and they're like, I can't find a firefight. I literally just got back from 2 separate firefights. I'm like, how can you not?
Mhm.
Like, Freddie is on the radio screaming where people need help. Like, how are you missing fights? Oh, I don't have a radio. Then find somebody that does and stick with them. Like, there was no lack of engagement.
Yeah, every time I dropped off a crew somewhere, the green was following somewhere line, or we were dropped off on top of green. So the firefights were there. I mean, these guys were paying attention. They were listening to their command, and they had missions to go run. Every time I turned around, hey, when you get back, I got another mission for you to go on. So
there was a there was a fun moment where you were taking a bunch of tan out, and I followed the truck and had both guns just pointed at the truck, and they're like, "We can't stop!" But we never lit up anybody disembarking from the truck like that, because we didn't want to have that sort of hostility get back. Like what Greg said, we're there to enhance gameplay, not dominate. And that's exactly what we did. The one time that we decided to be slick was the one time I was talking about earlier, Wiener, where you drove in to ISO camp. The first time I saw you do that, and those 5 guys in the back are like, "Oh shit!" It was. And we also played the clip of me shooting you in the ass with the Glock. That was great too.
Oh, you've already played that clip. Thanks.
And I want to throw something
Payback's
positive
a bitch.
Before we move to the next one, is that Thomas Penland, who's on here right now, right in the beginning of the game, I get on the field. You know, the game has started. It's probably been running maybe 10 minutes or so, and I'm on the tan side, and I see Tom coming, who's on green. He's beside him, and he's walking towards. He's dead. And he's walking across over towards. There's a bunch of tan that are right at the 100-foot mark from their CP, and they're not moving. And Tom's like, he's dead, and he's like, you guys need to go over there to kill him. And we're stuck. We're pinned down. We're stuck. We're pinned down, which is why I went over to the CP. And I walked up, and I knew a couple of the guys. I said, why are you not moving? We're pinned down. I said, no, you are not. I said, if you were pinned down, then how did those 2 guys move out? And 2 tan guys walked out. They didn't know strategy. They didn't have aggression. That's where, and I said it during the raffle. I told them, I was like, you have an LMG. I recognize your LMG because I built it. That door over there that's pinning you down, shoot at it. That's called cover fire. You guys, when he's firing, you move. When you get there, you shoot so he can move. Sure enough, about 10 minutes later, I'm a couple buildings up and I see them coming. I'm like, look at that. It's amazing. And the best part about that is they learned something there. That was the key. They learned the tactics beyond a regular day game. They learned how to move and how to maneuver and cover fire and, communicate and do all that kind of stuff. And that was a great part of it. That's another one of the great parts. I want to address what I saw as some people saying some negative things, because there are some things that were stated that were a perception issue, and I'd like to clear it up. And if there was anything bad that happened, I offer my apologies to anyone, and by all means, please let me know directly. I heard there was some talk about the food truck, and that is definitely something I want to address. It may sound silly, but anybody that was paying attention to the event page knows that there was a food truck ordered a month ago. Right? Food truck was designated to be there, was going to be there, had the player count, the whole deal. Now, at approximately 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, I got a message from the food truck saying his truck was broken. He would not make it until 3 p.m. Now, I know I got players getting ready to come off the field for lunch. So I drove 50 minutes to Naples to pick up at Sam's Club and turn back around and come back to make lunch happen for 170 players.
Which you did.
I did. I mean, I was trying to get it on and gone as fast as possible. I wasn't trying to make any money. I was just trying to be as reasonable as possible. Got everybody back out. You know, we got them out. I think ultimately everybody got until at 2:30 instead of 2.
Yeah, we pushed it back 30 minutes.
And got back on the field, and they were playing. At 4:30, 16:30 on Saturday, I get a message from the food truck. Sorry, still broken. We'll be there first thing tomorrow. Now, had I gotten the word earlier that he was going to make it all day, I would have just had to make one run. Instead, now I have to make a second run because I wasn't going to buy food. You know, I wanted to sell out. I didn't want to carry any food back with me. So I ran out again. And I was going to get burgers and dogs again. I'm not going to keep these guys burgers and dogs. They were promised barbecue at some point. So I went and I got barbecue. Brought it back, cooked barbecue for everybody. Was it the food truck? No. Did I do the best I could to make up for this? Absolutely.
Yes.
Some people don't understand. So I did. I took it personal. I really did. I took it personal because it was all but an accusation, right? I can't control the food truck other than ordering it. You know, I ordered the porta potties. They were all there. They all showed up. Great. You know, I ordered guns and I ordered everything for the store. That all showed up. Great. I ordered the food truck. He didn't show. We did what we could to resolve the issue. So
most importantly, though, you had insurance.
But did you have insurance?
Did have insurance. Yes, we did have insurance.
I want to cut in here about food truck thing, right? So Brainerd goes, I was stopping at Publix on Friday night, and he goes, "What are we stopping?" I was like, "I am getting a pub sub." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "There's going to be a food truck." I said, "I am getting a pub sub." Now, I was going to do what I typically do with my pub sub until I found out the food truck wasn't there. So I didn't do it to Greg, which I usually go right over Greg as he's cooking, and I eat the pub sub right in front of his face. And I do that as mostly a joke, but it's also I come prepared. Thus, Brainerd came prepared. So we had our food, and we left. I mean, unfortunately for this event, I didn't have time to make a brisket. I wish I would have made a brisket or two and brought it to the event.
Slacker.
Really? Look at my freaking house.
Sal, I appreciate you saying it. I really do.
Yep.
But perception for some people is
everything.
Is truth, and that's why I'm trying to clear that perception up because if I have nothing, I have my reputation. That's the only thing I can stand on when it comes to this. You know, airsofters are very fickle, and it's a big deal to me. I take it personal. This is a small business. This is a private company. You know, this is just me. DEO is a company, but it is just me. And Bulldog and my even my staff right now at the event, they're all volunteer. Well, not all of them. Some of them were paid volunteers, but it's no one's on the payroll. So it does all come down to a personal thing falling on me, and I wanted to make sure everybody was taken care of. I controlled what I could control.
I will say this for anybody that's talking about the price tag on this event. I have paid $200, $300 for tickets to events that had a fraction of the content that was involved in this game. This isn't even talk about the play area. The play area, yes, it was massive. Was it a bit too big for the amount of people that showed up? Yeah. I still had fun. What was great was you would get in these small pocket firefights out in the middle of nowhere, and you're screaming for backup, and your buddies are across. You want to talk about immersion? Try holding on to an objective until your backup can arrive. But I have paid $200 to $300 for events that essentially were me sitting around for a weekend. I don't get that. Like anybody that says it was too much money, the AO was too big, okay. Go any event, and this isn't just this event. This is any event. If you're at an event and you are not having fun, go make your fun.
I did.
Go make your fun. Heck, at one point I walked into my own teammates having a 3v3 tournament in the building because Tan ran from them.
I heard about that, and that was funny. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
Rota cup. And somebody else, new player learned a valuable lesson about not wearing a cup in airsoft.
I heard there were several people that happened to.
Rage got nailed twice.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I drove up on him. I was like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No."
He says, I'm going to vest in the cup now. I remember I was there on the second one.
All right, a little bit of levity coming our way right here. I have no. This is kind of funny. Totally off topic, but chat is going on about it, and they go, "What the hell's happening to your house?"
Oh. Mark farted again and blew out the back wall.
Yep.
Is that one of the dogs trying to get through the wall?
Oh, really?
Where you wanted it to, did it?
Look, Mark,
the entire wall broke off. What could I say, man? I was gonna come through it, and the wall broke. It was like it just barely holding
waiting
on.
for the Kool-Aid man. That's a good catch.
It was like I bashed the top part, and then like the top, I was like, really? I was hoping the entire wall was just gonna fall over. Yeah. That
you should have put on your kit. You went right through it.
Dude, you know how much work I've been putting into this house over the last week?
I saw. I couldn't find your house because your front porch was missing.
It was enclosed and covered with tile. But Greg, by the way, my wife says thank you immensely for distracting me for 2 days because I didn't do shit at the house. Of course, I came home and, like I said, right now, that's the layer of dust that's on my desk right now. It's like, so as Virchew was talking to me before, the pre-show, I'm literally going through and dusting the top of my.
Hey, Mark, where's your new VFA plaque? I don't see. Oh wait, that's right. You didn't win it. You didn't win it this time. That's
well,
right.
see, mine is actually kind of hard to see. It's right back there in the back, but that's okay. Hey, Steve, Tom. We each won one now.
There.
Yep.
Well, there's one right here. That's that one, and then the other one.
Between everybody that's on this stream right now, there's 5 VFA plaques between the 4 of us on this stream.
Yep, that's purdy.
Yep.
So I think I'm just gonna sit for a while. Even look at my.
It's everywhere, man.
It's everywhere.
Well,
they said they were done.
That's okay. I want the Junkies gun. Ugh.
Yeah.
Listen,
I got the other one.
By the way, I got to say this, and it's not a pat on my back. It's actually a pat on every one of the sponsors' backs. I didn't intend on the raffle being what it was, and I can't say thank you enough to all of the sponsors. It was absolutely amazing. The stuff that was given away, just in gun quantity alone and quality alone, the golden tickets that were given away.
You're welcome, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golden tickets.
I gave 2.
Together. You gave 2. Lion Claws gave 2. TCA gave 1. Which Sal, I got that name for you. I'll send it to you tomorrow. It's in the office. All of the prizes, and we had one kid win an LMG and an SMG.
Yeah.
This kid's going full auto for days. His new call sign is Bert.
Bert.
It was super, super cool to see it. It was super, super cool to see, some of you guys just giving the tickets back. Bulldog.
No, hold on a second. Bulldog was great, but the fact that the HPA BB one went to me, went to Virchew, Brainerd, and then went to Emma.
Yep.
Was classic.
Who is the kid that won? He won a golden ticket, I think, and he had 1 ticket. He didn't buy any more any of that.
that-
Yeah, he won one ticket.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that Tops kid?
That won
Yes.
the one.
Yeah, won the gold
Yeah,
ticket.
so Garcia, haha, we see you for Syndicate.
Yeah.
Not to mention the somebody's freebie ticket won a gun. Like they didn't have any money, they just got the freebie ticket, set off
Yeah.
to the side, and it took us her a minute to realize she won something.
Yeah. It
My
was,
freebie ticket won the HPA set.
There was really, I mean, it was truly, it was great to see so much stuff given away. And it really did seem everybody was happy. The last, and it's not a negative. I mean, this happens every event. Some people questioned which team won and how it happened. Okay, real simple, real simple. Green would have ran home with it all day long had they shown up for the night game. That's it. Nothing more needs to be said.
Yeah, there was attrition during the day. Like there's like, for example, you trying to push those guys out of their spawn point. There was a moment where unconsciously but collectively, the entire green team just kind of went, well, "This isn't fun," and we all backed off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they still didn't come out at us. But towards the end of the day, like there's a lot of the old heads are just kind of like they're not aggressive, they're not pushing. It's just fun. We're gonna go get food, and they all went and got food, and then they come back after the night game going, "What? I was like, "You all left. There were 5 people. Everybody left."
All right.
It allowed Tan. It allowed Aries to get. It allowed Aries to get 25,000 uncontested points.
Good night, Kev. By the way, guys, before Kevin takes off for the night, Thunderdome 2 at the mall. Tickets have gone live. Cartel's already sold out. So if you guys want to get in on this event, go to operationlionclaws.com and pick up your Thunderdome 2 tickets, because when these tickets are gone, they're not going to have any more, and you're going to be sitting out during a badass mall game.
That Sears is open it now too.
Yeah, and Sears is now open and everything else.
Absolutely heading back to that one.
Yeah, hurry, because
hurry, get your tickets now.
Yeah, I want to see Greg. I want to see Greg slide again right into a freaking
Only
table.
this time, I will not completely destroy the table in front of me. That's not going to happen.
You didn't destroy the table in front of you. You just knocked it forward. Come on, man. You don't have that much.
Give socks to him.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap Mark's ankles and stuff too for this one.
No. You don't understand what Seb's talking about. That bastard took one of my tag launchers, put his nasty ass socket side of it, and shot it at me. Because of the CO2 and it exploding out, it instantly like freezes for like 3 seconds. The damn sweat, so it hits you like somebody throwing a baseball at you. Bastard did it to my shoulder as I'm driving through the parking lot. Yell at him, Papa.
I wasn't there.
And I didn't feel a thing.
I don't know. I don't have proof that it happened. I don't know that it happened.
All right, did I freeze on your screen too?
Yeah, you're frozen.
Yes, you're frozen.
The rail of an escalator. Well, Sears is a 2-story, so
Sears, yeah,
so I want to.
Sears.
It might very well happen.
All right, so I want to address the whole the green side here, because people are like, "Oh, green, you lost." There's one thing that we have to really think about. And I'll be the devil's advocate on this one for green. There was a lot of player frustration that they didn't have stuff to do and everything else. That Tan looked like they gave up and walked away and came back. There's something to be said about that.
It's funny, you keep saying Tan. Tan was actually out and about. I know I drove enough of the Tan out, transported them out. They didn't stay in the city. They went out. They went.
And the ones that stood in the city, the ones that stayed in the city, so feedback that what I saw from players, because I saw it firsthand on the ground, was that some of the green players felt that they were not given an opportunity to go to ISO camp. So they definitely got on and this was something that it's not a knock against any one particular player, leadership, or anything else. So guys, please don't take it that way. The players were told, they went over, they waited 20 minutes for the transport to come by. They never picked them up. And I don't know. So, I mean, again, I was driving back and forth in the truck. I was having a good time, but that was one of the things that was there. So, to give you guys like some stuff there was definitely some frustration on behalf of Green where that they were coming off the field complaining that they had nobody to shoot at because they were doing the 3v3s and stuff like that because nobody would engage with them. So, and it's not an excuse or anything else, but it's just something to look at and to think about. So for Green guys, you guys did not show up. I mean, look, I just know that on Sunday I was asked, gun truck, what do you want to do? And I just said, kill everybody.
Yeah. We let him be. He was chaos. It was easier. Now I will say that we had the chance to switch. We had a bunch of players that wanted to switch sides, and it was on command who said, we're going to play it out the way we started it. You know, you play the hand you're dealt. That's how they wanted to do it. You know, Sunday didn't count towards points, and that was based on the command staff, not on us. Command staff said, let's go and do these kind of missions isolated. We want to have some more fun, and we opted to give them the fun they were looking for. And I think that, I mean, I've heard more about that than anything else, and it was fantastic. But again,
Sunday. Driving around the outskirts and watching people just run from the gun truck was hilarious to me. The same tan dudes pushed up to the same building instead of just hiding behind the propane tank, the big ass propane tank.
Did you get that video?
I got it on video. I got it.
So look. So Sal said something. There. It's Milsim. You follow orders. I started off talking about the difference between
airsoft skirmish.
The difference between the command styles. Very aggressive Green was incredibly aggressive, so they were looking for a fight. Tan, less aggressive. They weren't sure how to fight, but boy,
that's a better way to put it.
they knew how to get to places though. They were going, they were searching, they were looking. They found stuff that Green walked over. There was actually a report of that. Green actually passed by something, and Tan picked it up. There was a lot of that, so that's why Tan scored what they scored.
Take these with you.
I already said it once that there really weren't a lot of war crimes in this one, which thank you guys so much. It's always wonderful to have that be the case. To not have war crimes, or to have so few, and most of war crimes. There was a lot of war crimes. Uniforms. There's a lot of uniform war crimes.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that we were in ISO camp after Echo 4 went pushing in there, and I guess it was a blue on blue or green on green. And the guy comes out, he walks up to me, he goes, "Does this look tan to you?" I was like, "Yeah, because we shot at you." Because his gear was tan, but that digital pattern had a lot more tan in it than green, in my opinion. Right. And they go, because he kept waving this off, and I was like, "Shoot him until he puts his hand up." You know, and they're like, "Are you sure that's not green?" I was like, "I don't know." And the only time we caught on to it was the fact that all of a sudden he's now walking with a bunch of green. I was like, "Oh, I guess he's green." So there was that. But there was one thing I did want to show that was really a part of awesome. This dude earned a hood rat shit patch because he did the epitome of, well, I got this.
12 o'clock. Start shooting. Stop. Hit. We're hit.
That's the proper use of one of those rounds.
The dude knew we were coming, and he stood out in the open with his tag launcher up, hit the truck. Now, when the truck got hit, I could have kept going because it didn't explode, but because there was an impact, I called it. You know,
but you're right for calling it because impact.
No,
yeah, didn't have to explode. Yeah.
This is one of the ways I say it. I don't care. Like at TCA events, if it's a Reaper round, it has to explode at the vehicle. I don't care if I get hit with a projectile from a tag launcher. We call it. Period. I don't care if it ricochets off the windshield and goes another 300 feet and explodes. We're calling that hit. Yeah. But that was like that dude. Just like he's like, I don't care. He stood out in the open and he did get lazed for his efforts, but he also earned a hood red shit patch.
Yeah, impact is impact.
I'm not always confused. Sir. I am not always confused. Then other people are always confused because they keep saying that an impact doesn't. It has to hit the whatever.
If only it were
I call
written
every
down
impact on my vehicle. Period.
Yeah,
If
no,
only
it's
it were
like
written down somewhere.
yeah, you're right. There was very few
Heck,
war
you even
crimes.
had
The
a
only one I
10-foot rope
witnessed I had
hanging
to
off the
call.
back of your truck.
Sorry.
So
I finally saw the lights on one of the on my local Home Depot on the forklift that puts out a diameter around. I think I'm so going to do that.
Huh?
I think I'm so going to do that.
You're gonna put a template like Warhammer 40K on top of the truck.
I'm just going to put the lights up and
feelers.
Yeah.
Well,
No, but like talking about war crimes, like again, I didn't see a lot. The one I saw was kind of sad but kind of hilarious. I actually had to call admin on it. Was a guy fired a chalk round at another guy, and I looked at him and I said, "What are you doing?" He was like,
you were on the radio for that.
I was like, "Where in the entire airsoft universe is it okay to shoot a person with a chalk round?"
Oh God.
He just kind of stared at me, and I went, "You know what? I'm not admin, but do me a favor and stand right here."
It comes over the radio, and I'm like, no, those hurt.
Just give me somebody over here in a shirt that just why and like even the guy. Thankfully, he missed the guy because the guy he shot at stopped. He looks where the chalk round hit, and he looks at the guy like, "Why?"
One of my favorite moments, my favorite moments, I shouldn't say one of because there were many, was actually being. This was the first time, like at North vs. South 3, North vs. South 2, any of the NVSs, I don't get to be on the field because I'm doing so much else. This time we had so much staff that not just admins on the field, but actually staff out front, that I didn't have to be out front, that I actually got to be on the field resolving things or whatever, putting out fires, literal fires. That I actually got to interact with the teams as well. And the coolest part about that was, especially with Tan, being able to walk and tell them, listen, moving forward, you're going to find, like, I was making statements like when the very last game, I'm like, what are you doing in this building? What do you mean? I said, what's your objective? Like, to get the bomb. Have you searched this building? Yes. Is the bomb in this building? No. Then why are you still in this building? Silence. Right? And then they start moving together to get out.
Hold on. This is what I found. So this is like joyous day for all of us, right? All right, let me hide the chat overlay real quick. This is at Southern Comfort.
Wait, that's when you got hit.
I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so happy I got this.
Oh, fuck.
That's when Mark got hit.
Notice the tag rod suddenly on the dashboard.
Right. Yep. Hang on. We're out. Oh, fuck.
Another great move. I didn't feel a thing.
You get hit?
Yeah.
You got hit.
Somebody was out there dancing a jig.
Yeah, so if you all notice, right there, look, there is nothing on the dashboard, right? There's nothing on the dashboard except the map.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, look, there's a chalk round.
I think I gave the guy $5 for such a good hit.
That's
He
brilliant.
was so happy he shot me through the window. That he shot and got the bug until he realized he hit me right here. And I had a bruise for like 3 months. My boob was sensitive. You know, felt like I got punched in the chest. God, I hate
Teach you to leave your windows down in bad neighborhoods.
Peter Griffin noise again. Yeah, that one sucked. And the cool thing was my security gunner, he's the one, when you heard the emergency brake go on, he's the one that reached down and had the foresight to pull the emergency brake. I stalled out the car because I just took my foot off the clutch and did it. Could one of those break your car windows? Possibly.
BB shoot
Depends
out
on
mirrors.
angle. It
Yeah.
really depends on angle.
Yeah, I wonder.
Side
how we,
window for sure.
I wonder
Yeah,
how
it
we
could-
know about that, Wiener.
Well, you hit a bump. I'm sorry.
What?
I said you hit a bump and shot the mirror out. I did replace it.
No, but like again, that moment was literally like the only real like war crime I saw, and the hilarity, the cartoon moment of the guy that saw it like explode because it literally right next to his chest hit the wall. His facial expression as he looks at the guy that was shooting at him, and the guy that shot even went, "What?" I just turned and looked at him like.
Oh, that's me shooting out the mirror.
Contact right.
Contact right, contact right. Contact right, contact right.
Have we confirmed what color?
No.
Purple, shoot.
Hopefully the right one.
Hit. Hit.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're doing drive-bys.
There was no. Oh, that's actually another funny video. Hold on.
Yep. And I don't think I can reach either one anymore.
I could reach, but
I know he's got to be self.
I need water, please.
Well, that's
Look, Wiener gets happy and everything's ruined.
Oh, and Greg's just like, you can eat a big old bag of what?
Looks like you already have.
Yeah, if you know, we're just driving smoothly, and Wiener's doing this number with his gun. He wasn't keeping control of it. He wasn't using
I
two
was keeping
hands.
control of it. It braked and it went forward and shot the mirror out. You hit a bump, you braked, went forward and shot. It was only like anyways, I replaced the damn mirror. He just never put it back on the truck.
You're right, because
Thank
I don't know. It's somewhere in the house. I don't know where it is, especially not now. Welcome back, Thomas. Now, there's some other good moments that happened like at the event, and I really don't want to go through and talk about stuff, but like anything negative. But I do want to point out two other things, because I promised this for the guys that were watching, like the first bad grenade. So, all right. Have a good one, Sal.
Take care, Sal. See you soon.
Later, Sal.
Hit the
Sally point. Roger, 4 minutes out.
Oh, far back. Watch out. Hey, move. $12 next building ahead.
lay. Emma, lay down hate.
Oh, watch out.
I see him. Right there, right there, right there.
Not far.
Oh, you got ammo?
I don't know. I'm out. This is not firing.
Emma, that doorway right there, do you see it?
Moving to the next one.
Right there, front door, front door.
Oh, I can't get the front door.
This door right here, Emma, this door right here.
Grenades. That's not.
Nope.
So that grenade was well outside 10 feet. And when he threw it, it's that perception issue because I think it's like, what is it? Wiener, you should know since you're a fireman and all that. How far away is a fire hydrant must be from a structure?
Oh, I don't know that answer.
Oh, well, then you're no fun. Anyways,
I know you,
that thing
you
blew
can't
up.
be parked next to it.
Wait, you found a body?
I know. I saw that.
Let's see here. All right. I didn't catch that because I was too busy watching the video. But holy crap!
He just casually throws that in chat.
Yep.
That's okay. It's Florida. It's normal. And there was one other one that I also wanted to point out because we actually have it on really good video of like to give perception and stuff like that. This was this is the one where the tan guys got upset.
12 o'clock. 12 o'clock.
This is Delta 1. We got 10 enemy, about 10 enemy squad, seeing our CC.
Up ahead.
Looks like while we're out here, they're trying to retake some
Right there, right there. He's waiting to toss a nade. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Light him. Light him up. We clear? We clear?
It was close, I don't think it was bad if I'm being honest.
Heard. Keep going. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. It's not dead.
So the first grenade, we don't see it on camera because it went way behind the vehicle. Plus, also before that guy even came out, he got shot. But that's beside the point. He threw the gun, whatever. The other one was, it was at the building, and we're a good 25, 30 feet away. Perception people, you have to understand what 10 feet is. You know, that was like way off, and they were yelling and screaming and everything else. You got some looks on your face there, Papa. What do you got to say?
Nope, nothing.
All right.
Still think your tires were a little bit too big for your speedometer, but
In the ditch in front of his job, Thomas Penland found a body there.
In the ditch in front of his job.
Yeah. Interesting.
Where do you work? Waffle House?
works at a morgue.
10 feet. No, it's 2 Papas.
So, Diesel,
Wow.
one more. Tonight they've all been shit, so one more.
You know what? We're not going to do chat overview again. The short jokes are out of order.
Yeah, no, I one more. They've all been garbage tonight. You would owe me money if you were here in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They're guys. You know why Papa doesn't want to come on the stream anymore, right? This tired all. This tired.
If you were original or funny, that'd be a different story. You're neither.
Yeah. Let's stop with that.
Yep.
Let's go with the fat man jokes because you guys can make fun of pretty much everybody except Papa. But yeah, it's going over like grenades, guys. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring the video up so that you guys can see the different perspective. When you guys are throwing, you can't gauge the 10 feet from the vehicle, which is usually the number one thing that pisses people off with technicals and when they're playing and all that. They can't do it.
I mean, I will say the best grenade toss, the best grenade toss of the event against the gun truck had to be at the end with Freddy from the hip nailing the truck on the pass.
Let me see if I can find it. He threw it. Hold on. There was 2 guys that did that. Freddy's one. He lobbed that shit over 2 fences and nailed it damn near inside the bed of the truck. There was another guy that was on tan that did the same thing, throwing it over the fence. And we were trying to take him out because we're shooting like the tan dude. We didn't even see Freddy. We didn't even know where the grenade came from. All right, Thomas. Well, have fun with dead bodies.
Body. Yeah, have fun with the bodies.
Call me the dead body.
I did take Brainerd out with a bottle of water.
Yeah, and I threw a grenade at the back of that truck. That group of 5 people was hilarious because we kept following them, inadvertently following you guys around. It was like not even a purposeful
Was that
thing.
the one with the little kid? The little kid
Yeah.
that was with them? That group of 5 was awesome. I was taking
such a
going to
blast.
different objectives. My job was to take it from objective, and they did a they did a phenomenal. It was cool to see them actually work together. Going into buildings and taking the objective and coming out and loading it, running to get in the truck real quick before they got shot up by you.
They thought that the game mode at that point was, all right, I'm going to drop you off here. Your mission is to get back to the truck.
Yeah,
and
at one point they were doing that.
They do that mission every single time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like small teams. There's a group of 3 guys. One of them that had 2 players with him. They went out to the farm on a recon mission and got dropped off. We didn't hear back from them for like an hour. We get there and find out that the 3 of them have been in the bushes, covered up, holding off an entire like goon squad of tan.
Yep.
Let me see if I can.
Whoever that tan player was, it was absolute hilarity because we were packed into the back of the U-Haul and we turned the corner to come back these guys up. And the guy looks, he sees the back of the U-Haul, and you hear him go, nope, and turn running down the road. Yes, Jay, we are all aware of the Jay Rodriguez method of artillery.
Oh yeah, I got your water bottle thrower right here. Hold on. Sure, this is like the Shenanigans. I mean, and let me give a big shout out to the first time that he was actually on the gun truck as the main gunner. Shout out to Skittles. People loved and hated her at the same time. Like, especially on Sunday, all of a sudden you kept hearing, and here we go, 1 hour and 18 minutes. Fuck you, Skittles!
That's my truck.
Hey,
you're too close.
Water bottle, brain.
Oh no, I'm shooting in the air.
Oh, is that when you shot me?
To clarify,
No,
I
that
never
was
did, by the way.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. You're still rubbing your butt.
He was the water. It was just a target. I'm trying to.
Fully upgraded.
They all made it.
Good running, guys. Good running, guys. We watched you from here run all the way back there, through there, through there.
No, I was so close to saying fuck these guys because they were stuck in the building. So like,
They came out, and then the one ref was like, "Hey, go look in that little room back there. Go check some stuff out." I'm like, "Okay, bet." Me and him all back there, and they're saying,
These guys had
10, let's
such a
go,
blast.
come on. We gotta get out of here.
Anything that why you
I got
should
right
do
here
again,
with the water bottle.
this group right here had a blast
Right off the AP post
for the
there.
interactions that were going on.
Yeah,
That was me.
He's trying to get me. All right. Well.
And then we did this. I was like, I just told Skittles to light up green just for giggles. So this was funny.
You know what? Just
took out
fucking
this
shoot 'em.
5-man squad.
Just
Then I
fucking
called
shoot
on
our
the
guys.
radio and
Just
said,
shoot 'em.
hey, Tan finally figured it out.
Shoot Seb. Shoot Seb.
Shoot Seb. These guys got the idea. Like, I called over the radio. I was like, "Hey, just as an FYI, they finally figured out how to deploy properly in ISO camp. There's 5 guys in here. Not really a concern. Whatever." Freddie goes, 5 guys in ISO camp? Let me send 30 dudes out to ISO camp to take care of it. Y'all get out here, and then the truck's driving away with the 5 guys, and I was like, "There's nobody here now." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "I said it was only 5 or 6 of them. It wasn't that many." Oh. And then there was like another moment where we went out to the farm, and I guess there was like a whole lot of hate, like just going back and forth with like Echo 4 trying to take out this tan team. And it's as if they called in it's like they called in a gunship to come take them out. Take out the tan. Yeah.
Skittles, light them fuckers up right now.
Watch on.
Light them up, light them up. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Right underneath the satellite dish. And light it up. Just spraying it. What a bunch of bullshit. Spray the backside. Start shooting. Start shooting.
Stop,
Right there.
Stop.
Right there, Skittles. Right there. He's dead. He's dead. He's down. He's down. They're laughing.
See that guy that just crouched? He's up.
Where?
Behind the ghillie suit guy. He crouched behind all his teammates. But I think our boys are about to schwack him. Yeah. I'll let them do their thing and just chill.
Yeah, I was I saw the babies go in that doorway, and I was a little like, really? You're not going to call the LMG fire? All right, whatever. So, but then I calmed down almost immediately. Papa?
Yes.
Smile.
Tired.
I got nothing. What were you like me to say?
I want to see you smile a little bit, man, because that was like. Did you see the one kid that took the grenade on top of his body in between those two things? A grenade went off right on top of him, and then it's like, you're not even paying attention, are you?
Well, no, the image is like this big.
All right, that's it. I gotta pull up the video. So
a grenade is that big in the image. I can't see it.
It's a big puff of.
I would love to say yes, but.
I'll be doing.
Doesn't have his glasses on. Leave him alone.
No, and we're losing Wiener.
Yeah, well, it's been a long day. I drive all the way down 3 hours of driving.
Show me again on that giant image.
See that boom right there? There's a dude right underneath it. He's like, oh, I'm so dead. The grenade went off right on top of him.
I'll see. Yes.
You are, Papa's not in rare form. Papa's
good. I'm good.
But
anyway.
So ups, downs, highs, lows, all around. I had a blast at the event, and for the first time in a long time, when I heard people complaining, it wasn't me trying to figure out how it affected me, like whatever they were complaining about. Like 99% of the time, I would look at them and be like, "What are you talking about?"
Yep, it was on them.
Anyways, I couldn't find a firefight. What?
Yeah.
That's why I heard that from several people, and I know if I heard the majority of people, and look, if there was 180 people, there was like 182 players, something like that, and if the majority of people said they had a great time, then that just meant that there were people there that weren't trying to have a great time, that they weren't out there experiencing, I'm disappointed that we didn't have the quantity of people we wanted. And there was nothing else I could have done about that. Next time, maybe, I don't know. I didn't really do anything different than I did for North versus South. Price was a little more, but it was also a 2.5 day event. And there was twice as many things and twice as much space. So, I mean, I don't know what more I could have done. Those that were there, that wanted to be there, that wanted to have fun, had that fun. Not one person that wanted to have fun didn't have fun. There was nobody went like, man, I had high expectations and it was garbage. Nobody said
I had a blast. I mean, I had a ton of fun driving around, doing the stuff that we were doing, the giggles that we had, the antics that we got up to. It was a good time, and sometimes you just have to make your own fun.
I mean,
That's what it comes down to.
As the Uber
Um,
One driver,
I don't
I
want
had a
to.
blast.
I know you want to address some of the negatives, Papa, but we beat this to.
There's no more. No,
Yeah.
there's no more negatives. That's it. I addressed them all.
To the guy that I killed while I got bored and decided to be a jackass. I shot a video of me leaning against a palm tree, laying down like I was taking a nap. And a tan player walked by me, didn't see me, and I shot him in the leg. And he calls it and goes down. And he's looking around trying to figure out where it's coming from. His buddy runs over to medic him. I let his buddy get all the way up to him, and then I shoot his buddy. The rest of his team sees them out in the field and just goes, nope, and walks away. And then I stood up, and I started to walk away, and they both looked at me like, how? What?
There were some other funny moments, too. Nothing is like better than having a father-daughter team group on your team, right? Especially when the daughter's on the gun truck and the father's like 100 feet out in front of you. And you just
He had a blast.
really
He had a great time.
fluent of saying, Skittles, shoot your dad. It'll be funny. He just goes,
Nice.
On the one side, I'm upset I didn't bring my long gun. On the other side, the wind, I'm glad I didn't bring my long gun.
There were a lot of there was a lot of families out there, which I absolutely love seeing that.
Yep.
There was a lot.
Yeah,
of
there.
families out there.
Chris and Justin's father came out, and it was a really cool moment. I don't have it on my GoPro because I was switching batteries when it happened. I have it as recorded as a live. Justin and his father. Justin's leading the way, and his father's following right behind him. And his father, he sees a rifle sticking out of the window, a sniper rifle. Now, I kind of figured it was green because it was facing towards not tan spawn, but the tan side. And then his father goes up and goes, like, are you dead? And he goes, team. He's like, okay. And then Justin, I think he said something to effect of, I'm the gun truck now, because he goes way wide around the building, and he just comes around just going, dot, 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 just laying hate. But to watch the father and son dynamics. Now, Emma's dad, whose also name was Mark, which I like, Tinker kept trying to call me, and I was like, I'm not Mark on the field, I'm Joker. And he's like, Mark. And then Emma's dad kept turning around and goes, what? He goes, the other Mark, my dad.
I felt so bad. I tried to stick with Tinker, and like we would go taking off, and I would turn around and Tinker would be gone. So then I would go murk somebody else, and I come around the corner and there'd be a dead Tinker.
Yeah, because we push forward. Look, my team is like the Suicide Squad. You need something to be taken, my guys will do it. Be happy to die for the effort. It's what we do. We run up and die. I mean, did you not see the video of him and Chea Battalion where they look like they got the measles? Or as we're calling it now, the Merpies, the Milsim herpes. They get. There's a smile.
The Merpies.
Phrasing.
They had the Merpies because of it. It was the point was, though, both of those fathers were able to enjoy this sport that their children are so passionate about. So much so that Mark was like, can we still get in on the cruise? If Che doesn't want to go, screw him, I'll go with you. You know, and then he goes, and then the dad wants to come up to Mayhem Mill, wants to come up to the prison game. He's willing to do the travel and have the good stuff. And I'm going to have to say it. We're going to have to start calling him Ducky. That dude brought out a whole list of freaking duck calls and knows how to do them. He was like doing it out in front of it. I was like, man, you need to go out in the field blowing those things. Just saying. I know. Phrasing.
The props, those of you that got a chance to play, Virchew, you're really the only one who got the chance to play with them at all. The props that were out there, the bomb props and things like that, the card, the
ATM,
the card reader,
the ATM,
the ATM, all those kinds of. Did those work for you? Did you like them? Were there too many of them? Not enough of them? The
sarin gas.
Yeah, the sarin gas bottles, all that kind of stuff. How was
Those
all
need to
that?
be redone in plastic.
Oh,
Those
as far
are
as
cool.
as far as gameplay, it was amazing. The RFID readers were hilariously good time. There was a moment where we were all looking for them, and we found it. We found the reader, and I said something to Freddie. I was like, "Well, we need the cards," and he takes out a stack of cards. He goes, "Oh, the guys have been collecting them." So we form up a unit around Freddie to rush the thing, and he's just scanning them in. It was great. From a mechanics and functionality point, like I already talked to Toucan about the sarin gas canisters. They need to be redone in plastic, and if you're going to use water, it should be 50-50 isopropyl alcohol, salt, and salt water. Because that one prevents freezing. And
Not a worry we tend to have down here. So.
Not the worry you tend to have down here, but it prevents freezing and also prevents them from evaporating quickly, so you can actually seal them up and they'll last a lot longer. Because at the end of the event, he's like dumping it out. I'm like, you're literally dumping out your work just to redo it later. If you're gonna do them in plastic, and I honestly would have either gone the saltwater route or being in Florida, you don't have to worry about that. I would just go get Total Boat epoxy and make a prop.
Yep.
Because the glass bottle, it breaks. It's a problem.
It broke. It did break. They broke two.
Yep.
It's a problem, but
sorry about that.
But if you do the Total Boat epoxy, you literally make a bunch of them, and at the end of the event, you peel off the plastic, and you still have the containers.
I do have one. I almost broke one before the game even started. I accidentally bumped it and went down, and luckily my fast reflexes, I caught that pitch before it fell
There
on
it
the
is.
cement.
I was waiting for that pat on the back.
Damn straight.
Yeah. Again, but those are things like the concept of it was amazing. The manufacturing, man.
Do you know what my KDR was this weekend?
I mean, technically Skittles KDR.
I got them into position. That's all
you got the assist.
It's a team. The gun truck has the highest KDR I think out there. Some of the shit that we had to like I said, we had to calm down because we were told to enhance gameplay, not dominate. And
again, and like people that complained about it on both sides, I was like, you guys were supposed to have a truck. It didn't show up.
Yep.
Like,
thank you. This is from Lori Watson. Thank you for Papa for putting on a great event. I'm so grateful for all that DEO did to put on this event. Without you, my small business doesn't have a market to sell my products.
I'm not crying.
Thank you, Lori. I got an amazing sling from you that's already on. I haven't even unpacked yet. There's a pile of stuff over here.
On this stream, maybe Greg in some way takes for granted that we talk about this stuff here and all that. Not in a bad way. I'm talking about in a good way.
I'm like, huh?
No, I mean, let me finish my thought, right? So, dude, with
Squirrel,
you have been here, a part of this channel, almost since the beginning of the channel. I think that, the first time I met you was February, maybe March. When was Homeland 2? That was February or March of 2019. And
was it Homeland? Is that where we met?
That's where we met, Homeland 2, because your booth was right next to mine. And you have been a supporter of this channel, supporter of getting my son some of the needs that he does from almost the inception of this channel. You do such great work for my team, for the people around my team, for everybody that's here on this thing, for a lot of people that are watching. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all that you do. Even though that this one might have was a big stress problem for you and all that. Myself and Sin, we were trying to relieve stress wherever we possibly could for you. And understand, if you're not in this sport, the sport suffers for it. If you stop what you're doing, the Florida market for airsoft suffers greatly for it. We don't have any more D-Hop barrels, you motherfucker. We want the D-Hop barrels.
You cannot go the way of the Miracle Barrel.
Yeah. Dang, you made a whole hour and 35 minutes.
I did that 118. I pressed that 118, but this was a good motherfucker. Look, when it boils down to, there's so many people here. If you haven't felt before, or had any doubts about the love and everything else that we have for DEO and what you do and for you, it's there. And we probably don't express it as much as we should, but much love from all of us for all that you did. The fact that you still had an event, put on the event, and fed people when other event producers probably were like, "Don't tell you guys, sorry, we don't have a food truck."
I
By the
mean,
way,
you're
the
bigger than
food you
me.
put
I'd have
on-
broke out MREs.
The food you put on
Yeah.
was awesome, by the way. I never
No,
ate
but
so
not to
bad.
get sappy. Joker has a point. As much as I hate agreeing with Joker, like even at our events, you know, the number 2 question I get asked when we were setting up an event is Papa going to be there?
Yeah. They asked every syndicate, every game that we have at the prison, they want you up there. I think you're at, you know what?
Emotional damage.
You know what, Wiener? We're kidnapping you in June. You know, I got plenty of space in my toolbox in my back of my truck. Greg's gonna fit in it. I think I'm just gonna grab him, just throw a
So
sack over him,
Greg's
put him in
getting
there.
kidnapped too, huh?
Yeah, for Syndicate 2, for Syndicate 3. Let's have Greg come on up for Syndicate 3.
reason
The
I'm not
only
going,
thing
they'll
you
be
need
on
to
another
bring,
cruise.
Greg, look, you don't need to be in your shop, bro. You don't need to bring your shop. Just bring D-Hop barrels. That shit's like crack. And all these addicts in chat want
You
you,
got a
just want
manager
your
to run the shop
D-Hops.
anyways.
You don't have to do any builds. In fact, don't build anything.
Yeah, you know what you told me this past weekend? Same thing applies. Come on up. Don't work, I'll break your fingers.
Yeah. Bring D-Hop barrels that are drop-in ready for various different sizes. That's the only thing you do on Friday night and Saturday. It's like Friday. Saturday, you play. Sunday, you go home. You're only allowed to work Friday night selling D-Hop barrels. That's it. That's it. And on top of that, I'll even let you throw a pie in my face.
Thanks, Tops.
And
Nah.
Sin's face.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and Sin's face. Yeah, no, we're volunteered, sir.
That's voluntold, by the way. Yeah, it's voluntold. But ow.
It gets so that this is coming from somewhere. Look at this small phone screen and see 4. You know what? This is coming from somewhere. This is coming from a conversation I had with Joker yesterday, I think. And I do very much take this business personally, because I did it. 2 of the 4 or 2 of the 3 other people on this stream are the result or the cause, the catalyst, having the business that I have now. And it what are we? Okay, hi Sin.
We didn't do shit.
And it was, you know, I never ever intended to do it as a business. I never thought it would make money. I never intended it to make money. It took me an additional 3 years to apologize to her that it accidentally started making money, and I'm sorry that I'm doing it as a full-time business now, but it's paying bills. You know, when we first met, I told her, don't worry, when Dom leaves, it's probably going to be done because it doesn't make any money anyway. And then all of a sudden it started making money. And, you know, I don't do it for that. I don't do it for anything. So I do take it very personal. And even if 150 people stood in line to say thank you, and the 151 or somewhere at number 75 in there or anything said what was said to me, you know, in a message, that's the one I hear, unfortunately. That's my issue. But I do appreciate you guys saying it does matter. It does mean something. It just is very difficult.
Let's get an F if Papa should go to Syndicate 3. If you guys want to see Papa at Syndicate 3, let's see some Fs.
Some Fs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait for the delay.
Yeah, wait for the delay, but keep talking, Greg.
So it really is a matter of, I do take it very personal, and it feels very good when the D-Hop is a great example of it. The fact that something I created, people actually like it and is sought after. You guys are assholes. So yeah, I mean, I came home Sunday night, absolutely distraught. I had to apologize to Bulldog because of the way I spoke to him Sunday morning. I'm yelling like I'm a middle school child. I took my stresses out on everybody, and most people had no idea the level of stress I had because I didn't want any of the players to see it.
I don't have Sorry to interrupt you, Greg. I don't have K-Bear's information because I would totally invite him up just to see. Because legit, man, at lockdown, I had to do a triple take because I thought Greg showed up.
Is that Wiener or Joker?
May want to handle that.
That's not mine.
The hell was that? The hell's the matter with you?
That was the Amazon dude.
It's mommy, you idiot. Anyways, I come around the corner and he's coming around. He walks like Greg. He's the same height as Greg. He's got the same clothes as Greg, almost the same fucking sunglasses as Greg. It's K-Bear. I was like, what the fuck are you? Oh, that's not Greg. He even had a hat on too, like a dark gray hat on.
When he sent me the picture, I literally had to think to myself, I don't remember being up there at that time. Like
you weren't.
I confused myself. I was like, how did that happen? Where did this picture get taken of me? Because it really did look like me from a distance.
Anyways,
now, I'll bet the money that he's still taller, but
no, he's shorter than you. But yeah, if somebody got K-Bear's information, I'll give a free ticket for him to come just so him and Papa could stand side by side, and I could just be like,
is he over 15 years old?
Yes.
May not be taller than me, or may not be shorter than me.
We got to put it to the test for science.
Yeah. All right.
What is it with dogs this week? Completely un-airsoft related. Also, why I'm exhausted right now.
I got somebody. So, by the way, speaking of the D-Hop, there's a poor guy who's been trying to order a D-Hop from my site for 2 or 3 days now, and it won't allow him to ship it. He's trying to order from Canada, and I thought it was an issue, got it all fixed. He still can't. Other people have ordered since then. If you don't actually finish the order, just go and see if you can put anything from the website in your cart and choose shipping and see if it will allow you to ship. You just delete it from the cart when you're done, but just go to the site and see if you can, because he's still having issues. And Square said something about people in like Canada have to remove their cookies or turn off their cookies or something like that. So I just wanted to verify that the site's not broken. Just wanted to make sure while I have you guys on here.
What is it that you're trying to do? D-Hop?
Well, but it could be anything. But yeah, throw a D-Hop in there. He's specifically try a. Hang on, I'll go specific here. A 550.
A 550?
Good lord, yeah, 550 millimeter D-Hop. Goodness gracious.
Why'd you put that
into the cart? I can get it in the cart.
He's trying to get the barrel there before the BB is.
Is that a 550? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can do this live.
The 550 doesn't show as being out of stock, right?
Nope. It shows it's in stock. Here, I'll do it like this. Share your screen.
Tall guy in my closet. Shit.
Yeah, it lets me do it just fine.
Add to cart, right? And now when you go to cart.
Yeah, let me just delete this one because that's the one you said not to do. Continue to cart.
Huh.
Does it say pickup available or does it say shipping? It says shipping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't have to check out.
I'm not going to check out.
Thank you for your order. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So I think it is a Canada thing.
It probably is.
Square said something about that, so I think that's what it was. But
something about the cookies.
So
I looked.
This commercial brought to you by Dead End Outfitters.
Joker, notice me. You've been noticed, Barney Calhoun. Look, Papa, come up with Syndicate, bro. Come on. Break out that black.
I'm just saying, I drove 16 plus hours to come hang out with you.
Oh, there you go. Give him the guilt trip.
I'm just saying, like I was saying, I still technically haven't gotten to go to sleep yet because I got back and my partner's dog, we thought went missing. So I'm driving around the neighborhood all night. Finally got too tired, came home, laid down, go to sleep. Found the dog in the house. The kids, you know the recliners with the legs pop up?
Oh my God.
The kids closed the dog up under the couch.
Oh my God.
And nobody heard her because we were all outside the house looking for her. One of the kids goes down this morning, hops in front of the TV, pops up thing, and the dog comes shooting out.
Better than popping it up and the dog not shooting out.
Yeah. Right? I still have slept. But I drove 16 hours, slept at Buc-ee's. I'm just saying.
April, is it?
April 14th through 16th.
I'll be on a cruise, otherwise I'd be there.
Yep.
And hopefully I have the staff shaken
Papa,
down enough.
Just bring D-Hops.
And I hopefully have the staff shaken down enough that I can come out and play for an Evo. We'll actually get to play together.
14th through the 16th, yeah?
14th through the 16th.
And then
hang out. Have a good time.
May 4th is the
mall game, yeah. May 5th is the mall game. 5th
through
7th.
Oof. You guys are
hey,
pushing.
look, you're true, but you know what?
The boss.
Well, tell the boss that there's a whole lot of people that are up in PA that have been wishing for you to return for a year. You know, it's been a year. You know.
All right.
Joe Crusty, if you have tons of nades to throw, you do that, Calhoun. I love nades. Look, come up, have a good time, hang out with people, hang out with your northern people. You know, bring the D-Hop barrel system. Go running through, having a good time. All the giggles we'll have. You know, let's do this, brother. I mean, Seb's coming up. You know, all of Echo 4 is coming up. I think all of Echo 4 is coming up.
Too bad we couldn't have a Blackwater game.
Tyler, did you order?
No, good guilt trip over. I had sad music queued up too. I forgot to hit the button.
You figure it out. I'll figure it out. Bang. I'm straight up. First of all,
Mark, bring the ticket to force me to
drive him straight up. There is no drive him straight up. It's South Florida to Midwest Pennsylvania.
It's only 20 hours.
Yeah, no, that's almost New York to
Look,
California.
I'll tell you what. I will
No
come. I
shit.
will for my 20-hour trip. I'll increase it to 22 hours to swing by your shop,
pick up all your shit, and you fly
to
out.
get your shit, and to go north. It's 22 hours. It adds 2 hours to my trip.
No, I'm looking at Tyler's. Wait, Tyler, did you send me? Are you the one who sent me the email?
Tyler, did you actually order a D-Hop barrel, or are you just being a dick?
I think it was June, not May. If you're Tyler, is your email the sniper one? Sniper email.
Remember, there's about a minute delay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying. I want to get that clear because I sent that out. Somehow it got missed. If his is the one, it got missed, and I saw his email come through like 2 weeks ago. Whenever I was on the stream, not the last time. I think it was the time before. And he's like, "Hey, did you get my email, Tyler? Is that you?"
Send some messages on Facebook.
All right, I gotta go.
All right, good job, Tyler. You gave him a freaking compliment.
Send me a direct, yeah, Tyler, send me a direct message now, and we'll go back and forth to figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, I got to go back and look for that. Sorry. Yeah, send me a direct message. We'll deal with it.
So to give you a cast of characters that are coming, Papa, to hang out with, you're gonna have Virchew. You're gonna have me, but you love and hate hanging out with me. You're gonna have Tinker to mess with. Garcia's gonna be there. Echo 4 is gonna be there. Seb's gonna be there. So look, we have another whipping boy. You're not gonna be there, so let's make fun of Seb the entire. Or you're gonna be there. We can just make fun of Seb. Jay Rodriguez is there. So hey, yeah. Also, give me a whole bunch of grenades because Jay's probably gonna buy them too.
Gonna be there.
Brainerd's gonna be there. Yeah. Look at that. Brainerd's gonna come.
Tubbs.
Tubbs will be there. Did you meet
Diesel.
Tubbs yet?
I don't think so. I don't think I met Tubbs, did I?
No, because you didn't go to Gargles, you didn't go to Scorched Earth. So, so there's a lot of cool people going to be going up to this event, dude. Just, you're not paying for a ticket.
We'll talk about it.
I won't.
We'll talk about it for sure.
Yeah, I'll haul your shit up because I'll have fun with that.
Wheels are turning. I see the wheels turning.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes.
We'll figure it out.
Yes. What the hell did you do?
Right. Let me.
We're about to end the stream, Papa.
okay.
I was just going to do some wrap up stuff.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on
and
for
you
an
even got a
hour.
Hawaiian shirt too. You got that blue Hawaiian shirt.
You're trying to get me to
Oh.
convince the boss to go. You kept me on an extra hour. Look at that. There it is.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was only going to be the AAR for this. We are definitely going to be having to give you guys what's coming up on Thursday's stream. You all know that we talked about what happened at Gunny's Warfare Center. The landlord entered the chat, and oh my God, this dude is just as crazy as Tyler is. So we're definitely going to have some fun talking about Gunny's Warfare Center. Evidently, there's going to be an announcement soon for Gunny's Warfare Center, so we're going to be going back to that. So with that all being said, guys, we have a couple of really awesome events coming up that we would like to see you guys at. I'll go with my teammate one for Pennsylvania, and he's going to Thunderdome for mine. So you have to go. That's right. So both tickets that were given away they're bringing somebody up there. Garcia's going to go, and so is like Brock Toe. Brock, message me on Facebook so I can get you a link for your buddy to go. All right. Just search Mark's here. Let me get you a link for my profile. But there's a couple of really cool events that are coming up. If you guys are really looking forward to it, we're going to be at Stonebreaker 2022 or 2023. That's going to be Bone Crusher sold out. So, but if you guys are going to be there, feel free to come out. Feel free to hang out for that one. There you go. That's my Facebook page. Just go ahead and message me there.
We got Bone Crusher, then we got the Pew Pew at Sea Cruise.
We got Pew Pew at Sea, but that's also sold out. I'm going to actually call Carnival because I guess a couple people want to go to that now and see if there's any additional rooms there. If there are, maybe we can get a couple more people to go. So Stonebreaker still has tickets available. Syndicate 3, go to obhmilsom.com to get your tickets there. Syndicate 3 is April 14th through the 16th. Evidently, Papa's coming now. Virchew.
You got me to open up my store. Son
Huh?
of a bitch. This is how you guys got me to open up my store.
The same way. Yep. See, you're going to my place because I can't go.
Yeah. And then the May 5th through 7th, we're going back up to Durham, North Carolina to the Northgate Mall for Operation Thunderdome with Operation Lion Claw events. Check out OperationLionClaws.com to get Thunderdome tickets. They're selling out fast.
All right, Rick. Good.
Awesome, Rick. So, yeah, and then we also have Geigerland's 2 Electric Boogaloo June 3rd through the 5th. So
That's what I'm supposed to be kidnapped for.
Yeah, you're getting kidnapped for that one, sir. And the great thing about those games for us Florida boys, especially June in Pennsylvania, it's like 70 degrees. It's running weather. It's awesome. We don't even sweat. So, but yeah, guys, come on out. Also, shameless plug time. If you have not done so already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Hit the alert. Turn on all the alerts. Make sure you get notified everything that whenever we go. Whenever we do anything on the channel, we upload shorts. Try to do it 7 days a week. We're also uploading long form videos 3 times a week. We go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays Tuesdays at 7 p.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. For all your airsoft discussions and everything else. So until next time, I am Joker from Where Players Wanted. With me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virchew from Sinister Customs. The man, the myth, the legend of the shortest stature but biggest heart, Greg Paparisi from Dead End Outfitters. And it's not a party till the Wiener comes out. Wiener from Hot Dog Productions. Until next time, may your BBs fly true and your opponents always call you.